And gentlemen, I hope that got your head bobbing because we're getting into map number 2, overpass between CLG and Renegades, and CLG surprising the Aussies by coming out on top on train in a tremendous fashion. We'll see if they can replicate that performance going into this next map, as it is going to be CLG's map pick. Let's see how things ultimately pan out after this knife round is all said and done. Now remember, we've got one more matchup after this is all said and done. Don't know the day, don't know the time just yet. But I will relay that information to you guys via Twitter if you follow me at Mega Man TV. And that is going to be the winner of this matchup plays against Immortals, and that is a seeding game for when the groups come out or whenever the brackets or whatever. However they're going to be doing, I don't know what the actual breakdown is, the tournament organization for the Starladder LAN finals. So we'll have to see how it all comes out, but Renegade's going to be starting on the CT side here on Overpass. We know they've gotten 2 rounds on CT side so far tonight, so we'll see what they can do as we go into Overpass. Now, Renegades, haven't really seen a lot of them on this map, to be completely honest, so I really don't know what they're necessarily going to bring to the table. All things considered. Take a quick look over here on the old hltv.org. Let's see what Renegades have done on this map in recent times. It's going to be a straight-up push towards that B bomb site. Tons of damage. Cutler laying up wood right now. That's going to be Kusta to come around the back lines. He finds one. Tech 9 out. Finds a second. He's been tremendous on these T-side pistols. That is going to go 3 frags to none in favor of CLG to kick things off. One more over here towards Connector. That's going to be headshot angle for Kusta. See if he can find the shot. And big flank from Ustilo. Kusta going to get flanked out here. Back completely turned. Is going to fall, but the retake situation going to be really difficult to say the least. Already spotted. Does find one, but goes down immediately afterwards. And Azza. Tech 9 armor. Not going to be able to do too much. Tap down. Cutler goes for 3. Kusta goes for 2. And CLG goes 1-0. So a very solid start to this one. Again, taking a look at the complete stats here for the Renegade side. Their record on Overpass is 2-0-5 with a 28.6% win rating. So, yeah. They lost 16-1 to Tyloo on this map. So keep that in mind. So CLG obviously going for a strong pick ban against the Renegade side. That being said, they're definitely going to have an opportunity here for a couple of kills towards long. There's Finesse able to find one. One at long range. Didn't necessarily spot it, but Ustilo going to take another peek, and Cutler's going to be there holding the Yang. So Ustilo goes down, loses the scout. 3 pistols remain. They're all CZ-75s. Flank's going to be coming around, but surely not going to get there in time to do any damage. Adder and JKS going to try to fortify this A bomb site, but JKS is already wiped out, as is Adder. The last man standing trying to come on the big flank around from the bathroom side. Actually, he's all the way down in terrorist spawn area. Yeah, just sitting over top of the ladder right now. So CLG going to go 2-0, and not only that, but they've also kept, what is it? They've had 2 deaths? 3 deaths throughout the entirety of the opening 2 rounds. So good start to the boys on CLG's side. We'll see if they can continue to capitalize. Make my crosshair a little smaller. Is that better? Is that okay? Perfect? Okay. Alright. Smaller? Oh, wow. I'm just trying to make sure that your guys' viewer experience is as good as, you know, the E-League Major, the MLG Major. You know, those God-tier tournaments that have been put out recently. Well, I'm a firm believer that MLG needs to do more in Counter-Strike. I think that they're sorely missed in the industry right now. Thickness 999. We're not talking about your mom, Lizard Gizzard. Oh! He shoots, he scores! Boom shakalaka. Dirty. 2 AKs and a MAC-10 coming to play. Pistols on board here for the CT side of Renegades. We'll see what we can do with these this time around. Didn't get much done last round, that's for sure. And Kusta is going to be the one to open up. So he finds the MAC-10 kill onto Yam. That's going to put extra cheddar in the bank account for him moving forward onto the AWP. So we'll see how it goes. But they haven't aggressively pushed after getting that opening pick. This is what they did on Train. They got the pick, and then they slowed down. They allowed the rotates to come around, but they didn't commit wholeheartedly. Oh, nice shot from Ethan. One more to beat. Going to adjust the aim. It's going to be Kusta to find it, and Azza from the back lines. He's going to try to get that CZ working. Ultimately not going to make a difference. And Kusta just runs in there with the MAC-10 and suicides because he's got $9,700. He's going to be able to go right onto the AWP into this round if he wants to, which he does. So that's always nice to see. They're going to carry over the 2 UMPs. And now Renegades have to make a stand. This is the difficult part about this because, like I said, in recent history, Renegades have only played this map 7 times. It's their least played map. They're 22-17 on Cash, 17-17 on Dust 2, may you rest in peace. 21-24 on Mirage, 13-6 on Inferno, 12-2 on Nuke, 19-13 on Train, 34-20 on Cobblestone, and 2-5 on Overpass. So that's 8 maps, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's 8 maps. So that's rough. So this is their least played map. It makes you wonder why they'd leave it in the pick ban. Aggression coming out here from the terrorist side once again for CLG. Fully flashed. Ethan trying to stay alive. Yustilo's finally able to get the spray down on him. But again, the bomb is all the way outside of the B bomb site. So this is all a ruse. This is to pull rotations, bleed economy, bleed utility. AK is going to get salvaged. Ustilo, close up, is going to be able to hear that. So he's readjusted as well. You can see he's trying to one-way this smoke by the park bench. Oh. I want to stick with him for a second. Kusta potentially backstabbed here. This is not the good look. And there it is. Ustilo doing some work. Finesse is going to hit the head, though. Does manage to find the shot. Little KZ action for you. Park bench to potted plant area. HUD hype. Oh, geez, that's a rip, boys. That is a rip. Managed to make it 3 rounds, almost 4 rounds this time without noticing anybody saying it in chat. Where do I get those stats? It's on hltv.org. Still going to try to muster a push in towards the save bomb site. They've got Yam low. He's watching towards long A. Cutler's going to come around the corner, exposed. And again, Yam pulling his shots, man. Not able to connect. It's a good flashbang. It's actually a CT flash. Blinds up Azza. No time for the plant. It is going to expire, and Cutler actually expiring after time, so he gets no extra money. He's on 72.50, so it's not that big of a deal, all things considered. He's 7-0-1, so he started off hot in this map. But it is going to go 3-1. So it didn't take Renegades nearly as long to get their opening round on the board, to say the least, this time around. But we'll see. I mean, this investment from CLG. Kusta going to go onto the rifle. He had money for the AWP, and he chose to go onto the AK. So I expect to see something a little bit faster out of the terrorist side of CLG. They're going to pre-flash. Yam's going to get smoked off as well. He smokes himself off. Drops the deep nade. Doesn't do any damage. Yustilo's going to get naded back as well in the subway underpass area. But, again, not a lot of damage being found either side. Opening pick, Ethan. Able to find one. The double spray from Yam with the UMP, traded immediately by Cutler, so we're going to go into a 3-on-3. Finesse, very aggressive up through long A. Going to get way forward. He's going to line up his smoke immediately for the bank side. So that's going to come out. That's going to block off vision from Adder. He throws out a return smoke. That goes too deep in bathrooms. Incendiary goes out to the back of Fork. Pardon me, Fork. Optimus. And Rick A is going to capitalize onto the face of Azza. Down to a 2 versus 2. JKS and Adder versus Rick A and Cutler. Smoke, that's the block for the flank play. Smoke comes out for the stairs play. JKS not getting too aggressive behind that. Yet to get the plant, here it comes. JKS going to push the smoke. Yes, he is. He's gotten himself onto the site, and he does find the angle. Adder, in the meantime, cleans up Rick A. They're going to go 2-3, These Renegades pick up another round. So all in all, not too bad. Is there an AWP for them to pick up? That's the question. Don't think there is. They're going to look for it, but there was no AWP in play that round, my friends. So the defuse comes out. 3-2 goes the score. CLG with that bomb plant, still money to buy. So they were so effective on their money farm in the opening 3 rounds that they've got money for 3 rounds in a row. Plus they're starting to get the money bonus stacked up, losing 2 in a row. So we'll have to see how long this money lasts. They're going to buy all the way down, potentially a save afterwards. But again, they've done so much damage to Renegade's economy that they'll also be in the same boat. Flashbang high. Kusta's going to get himself out in front towards the playground area. Ustilo wanted to take a look towards Fountain. Not going to be able to find anything. Damage onto Ethan. Little spam back and forth. They've got forward water control as well. And they pull back from their bathroom control. So the rotates are going to be fast for the CT side. Aggression, though. Adder. Getting ready to push up. Flashbang goes out. That's going to blind Ethan. They double push this. Finesse trying to take the fight. Loses the bomb in the meantime. And it is going to be Rick A and Cutler to try to go for the refrag. There's the smoke out. Flashbang comes in. Rick A tries to get out in front of it. Second player pushes through. Cutler going to be able to double down. Incendiary fizzles in the smoke. So they tried to battle back a little bit. It has gone 3-2. Kusta trying to make his way out through the bathroom side, but he's going to get tagged down to 33. Not a lot he can do. And well, Cutler did salvage the bomb. Has he actually reloaded yet? Because I know that he was sitting on like 3 or 4 bullets. Yeah, he's reloaded. Okay, so we're good there. We're good on that front. We are going to go 3 versus 2. Only one defending that A bomb site. That is Ustilo. Trying to jump peek around. He knows that Kusta was playing close aggressive towards bathroom off the fountain. Smoke comes out. Rotate coming in as well. So they're going to fortify the A bomb site. Flashbang goes out. That's going to blind up Ustilo. He is playing from default. They see the incendiary go out, but the flashbang comes in. And very little time, but Ustilo is going to capitalize on both of those kills. It's going to go 3-3. Renegades battle back. So Renegades already more rounds on the CT side than the entirety of their train half. All in all, things look pretty good for Renegades to make a play on this one. 3 players towards Subway, 2 players sitting outside of T-Spawn. They're going to come towards Fountain. Flash out over the top. That's going to allow them a little bit of room to roam, but Yam through the smoke going to spam a little bit and find some good damage. Finesse trying to come around the corner at long A. He's going to get tagged up. Now these forward positions, doesn't matter how far up you've gotten, you're not getting the kills. Now Cutler's going to open things up. He does manage to find one. They've got a player towards long, and Kusta, tap-taparoo, going to find the head of Ustilo. Riquet onto the face of Azza. Now it's all up to Adder, who does manage to double down and find 2, back into a 2-on-2. They've lost the bomb up front side towards Optimus, so they're going to have to go and recover that. But with that smoke getting thrown out from the CT side, they can pick it up and run back. So Finesse is going to pick that up, fall on back, and they're going to leave Ethan over towards long A. So Finesse could come potentially over towards long. But Ethan with the AK is going to capitalize on JKS. Now they move the bomb back up. Or do they? Back around to go towards the subway area. We'll see if CLG can win a force buy with Tech 9s this time around. Finesse going to take the longer route towards Monster. That allows time for Adder to rotate if he so desires. And he is going to come around towards the Heaven side. Up there towards Heaven. One player coming off a highway. That's going to be Ethan looking for it. One sprayed down, but Ethan's there for the trade immediately, and CLG are going to steal the round away. It's going to go 3-4 in favor of CLG. They've got the money to buy, and with as punishing as they've been in the past couple of rounds to Renegade's economy and the forcing the rebuys, Renegades are going to be forced to save. So not the situation Renegades wanted to be in, and already 4 rounds for CLG, an opportunity for a 5th, so we'll see if they can capitalize. No armor being purchased for the Renegade side. They've got 3 flashes and an NA grenade, upgraded pistols for all, P250s and a CC75. Incendiary to short B. So the aggression's not going to come out in that way, and they went for an aggressive play over towards that fountain side. JKS going to spot a bunch of them. Good nade. Doesn't do the damage that he was looking for. Azza, in the meantime, trying to push out through connectors, going to get taken down. JKS, though, on short, does find one. Finesse, trying to charge on forward. Will lose his life, but they've compromised the bomb site in the meantime. CLG, going to get that bomb planned. JKS has picked up a rifle. He's burning, though. Down to 23, so he's got to get himself out of dodge. And now a lot of CTs in flux on the backside of this B bomb site. A little bit counterproductive. Ustilo going to make a move. Sprayed down through the smoke. The push coming on Catwalk. Cutler's going to be able to find one. Traded by Yam, but it is going to be Adder, your last man standing, and they will fall. CLG 5-3. Well, RAR CD, in my defense, I thought that nade was going to do a whole hell of a lot more damage than it did. That's a rip. So 5-3, the score goes. Back onto the bye of Renegades. Yam's going to have the AWP. Azza at 7-7, 7-6 for Adder. So a nice turnaround from Adder. Another shot from Yam missed. That was a golden opportunity for him to be able to pick one player off early on. Not able to capitalize on that. A little bit of a shame. So now we see it. The setup from the CTs, 2 in Subway. One lone player towards A. They went heavy towards B. Now they're going to start the rotation. Ustilo and Azza both fed up with being in the underpass area, so they're going to hightail it back around towards the top side of A. And this couldn't be better timed, because the hit from CLG is coming towards this B bomb site. So they rotate off. Push is going to be coming in towards A. B. Incendiary, JKS, going to burn a little bit, but he does manage to find a kill. Now they've stalled out. Jump up from Adder, nets himself a kill, but here comes Rick A and Ethan. They trade things back as he swan dives into the best night of his life. Cutler's able to find one more. Took Azza a while to get that frag from Pitt. We're evened up into a 2 versus 2 until Rick A manages to sneak around from the backside of the stripper pole, and that's going to be Azza hitting the dirt. 2 players left remaining. Ustilo on the AWP, trying to do what he can. Bait and switch. Cutler comes out for the peak. Will be able to find that, and it goes 6-3. CLG going to force back onto Renegades the save. So a little bit of back and forth, but Renegades the worse for the wear, as they're now on that buy, lose, save rigmarole. I'm glad somebody got the Old Spice reference there. Flashbangs come out. FNS, he's got to get himself out of dodge. He's going to get a lot of pressure thrown his way. They're going to continue to hold W all the way through. 1 down for Ethan. Make it 2. That's going to shy the CTs away from trying to push that smoke any longer. Because all he needs to do is hold up for a second. See if they decide to push on in. Open B bomb site for the taking, and that is going to be CLG with another bomb plant, potentially another round, looking for 7-3. Ouch. Cheeky nade. Ethan, though, will eventually fall as JKS finds the P250 headshot. They salvage an AK, so they're looking to more than likely carry that over into the next round. No reason to try and go for a retake on this. You've only got a one-man disadvantage, but it's just not worth it. That dunk nade through the window was nicely done. So 4 players stay alive for CLG. They salvage the AK for the CT side of Renegades. AWP immediately out for Yam Glass Cannon. See if he fares any better this time around. He's 3-2-9. Hasn't had the impact that he'd like to have with that gun. And again, just a really rough spot here for the Renegade side to be in. This could go 2 maps. Again, the aggression comes out towards Fountain, but the pop flashes from CLG are on point. This is a new look CLG. I like what I'm seeing. fully cleared out. Kusta and Cutler able to open up. It's going to be on Ustilo here at long, trying to shuck and jive around the backside of this tree. He will find two, but Kusta's there for the trade eventually to maintain the main advantage here for the CLG side. So it is going to go 3-2, 7-3 on the scoreboard. Kusta's able to double down in the beginning of this round. So it is just Adder and JKS left alive. Really slowed down again. CLG do this almost every single time. I keep harping on this, but CLG have done this almost every single time that they've manifested a man advantage, right? They get the picks, they trade favorably, and then when they get that man advantage, they slow everything down. They don't throw it away. Then they all gather up and they hit a bomb site together, try to go for the trades favorably into their side. Smoke comes out onto short, but the main pressure is going to be coming from long. JKS sitting backside of sight, going to be looking to come around on sidewalk. Incendiary goes deep. There's the peak. No trade available just yet. Rick trying to push out. Adder's going to be able to catch him. And Renegades bring it back, so man advantage be not. CLG dropped the round in the long run. 7-4 it goes, and JKS, the hero of the round, able to pick up a couple of kills there before all said and done. And we will see a force out of the CLG side. Op gets tossed over to Kusta. Ricky surely has something on the ground in front of him. AK it is. So now we'll see whether or not Renegades can capitalize and string a couple of rounds together like they did the last time. But as of right now, it is a pretty telegraphed hit in towards this B bomb site. All 5 players from CLG, that is a 5. Just a 5. A lot of spam getting thrown through as well. They're going to have a lot of nades coming their way on towards this B bomb site, but no commitment just yet here from CLG. Might be playing this as some sort of a fake strategy. Now the push comes out. There's one. Ethan not able to rectify the aim, but it is going to drop JKS very, very low. Adder caught out. And the trades all heavily in favor of CLG. Ustilo caught at long A. He's not even going to have time to make the rotation back around towards B. This round is done. CLG going to pick up an 8th round. 4 rounds for Renegades, but CLG are going to take at least a lead into the second half, regardless of what happens in the remainder of this half. So Ustilo trying to save, and CLG unrelenting. That's another reset for Renegades. So there's the round on the board here for CLG, 8-4. Now let's not forget how tremendous their lead was in the first half of Train. They won T-side Train 13-2. They did give Renegades a few rounds to get back into it, but ultimately they were able to close it out 16-8, I believe the score was. 8-4 for CLG. So Renegades doing a little bit better this time around. They've got twice as many CT side rounds as they did on Train. But that doesn't mean that the CT side for CLG is going to be worse on Overpass, because it wasn't bad on Train, but they did leave a little bit to be desired. Thanks, Daryl. I appreciate the kind words, brother. Have a good night, my man. Up Frey comes out. Kusta once again able to capitalize early. It is just pistols for Renegades, but again, they go for this aggressive posturing over towards this porch, this fountain area. Yam, though, able to answer back, picks up the AK, makes it 3, so they're making it expensive at least. Without the armor to work with, it should be easy pickings now for the CLG side. Hatter trying to rotate up through bathrooms as fast as he can to help out his teammate. Still playing the same position. Yam trying to do what he can. Did Finesse just molly himself? I think he did. There's the push around. This should be the cleanup. And it will be. Where was that incendiary? I feel like it dropped back here. Because I saw Finesse's health start to go down when he threw that. I think he made a little faux pas. Yeah, he definitely mollied himself. I just watched it again back on the stream. Whoops. 9-4 for CLG. No timeout from Renegades. Again, that's the curious thing. No timeout on the board here from the Renegade side. Even though they're getting beat up. The new meta's on the board. 4 UMPs and an M4. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see ultimately how it pans out. AWP for Kusta, he's had a tremendous series so far. He's on 13-9 this time around, but remember, at the end of the opening half of Train, I think he had something like 17 or 19 kills, somewhere around there, 18 kills. So we'll see. Opening pick, though, again, Ethan. Another person that's kind of flown under the radar is having a tremendous series is Ethan. He's 13-3-8 as well. Cutler up there at 16-7. Revitalized Cutler, it seems. Oh, frag from Kusta around the corner. It's going to be on Stilo. What can Stilo do from this position? He's going to go for the flank play. Negative. Ricky, he's played with you for how long? He knows your tendencies, Chief. He's going to find the kill anyway. Ethan pushing up onto the site. Takes down JKS, that pesky last player on that A-bomb site. Hi! Adder. They come around from behind, sneak attack. Flash goes out, incendiary plus nade combo. And Ricky again going to be over there. 10-4 in favor of CLG. Things definitely going right here for the North American side. Plus Australian. So 10-4. Over and out. Roger Wilco. As big of a force buy as the Renegade side can muster, but things are not looking good for them. And this is, again, like I said, this is a whole different CLG than I'm used to seeing for a very long time. Ethan's starting to come into his own. Really nice to see that. You know, he was a premier player, was on a team, I believe, that made it to Pro League. He gets picked up by a big dog organization, CLG, to play under a contract. And he is making it work. Ethan has been a great addition to this team. Obviously, Ricky has been a fine addition. Finesse is 4 and 8, but again, I mean, he's a support player, so don't expect him to have a ton of frags. It's mainly Kusta and Ethan that should be going off, the two youngsters. Flashbangs go out. Speaking of Finesse, he's going to be able to find one, and Cutler's there for another. So this B bomb site cracked open now. They've been having good luck over towards A. This time around, it's going to be two players trying to come off of Highway. Desert Eagle on high from Yam, not going to connect any bullets, and Kusta's there with the AWP. Last man standing is Azza. And Cutler is going to one-tap dirt nap him. 11-4 for CLG. This is terrifying territory for Renegades to be in. So a fantastic start to this one for the guys on CLG. Really great turnaround from them. When is the finals? Are you talking about the finals for the qualifier? That I don't know. That needs to be scheduled once we figure out which team is going to be moving on. We don't have a set date for it because there's ESL Pro League matches and stuff like that. Starladder doesn't force people to play at specific times. They try to schedule these qualifiers around the existing schedule that's already there to make it as comfortable as possible for the teams that are participating in the qualifier. None of that bullshit that you see about you have to play at our time, our day, this time, otherwise you're fined. Crap. None of that stuff. This is a very relaxed, laid-back qualifier. You can tell we've had one BO3 one night, two BO3s another night. That's just the way that Starladder runs it. Hoppity hoop, whoop. That was Yam getting his hops in. But yeah, needless to say, that's just the way that Starladder likes to do their stuff. That being said, into the second half pistol round we go. Renegade's going to be facing towards the B-bomb site. C9 elected to play with a stand-in. Let's bear that in mind. There were question marks regarding how long it was going to be for Skadoodle in the hospital. That's a very different preface. Well, Renegades getting completely denied at this B bomb site. They walk into a stack. There's a lot of CT players over here, and now it's all just down to JKS by his lonesome. Kusta playing a really deep back angle, and Finesse able to capitalize on 2. And this round pretty much done. So it looks like both pistols are going to go the way of CLG. JKS trying to get back in here, but well, Ricky. One shot to the face. All 5 remain alive. Cutler very, very low, but he's going to survive. He's 18-0-8. Remember, in the past, when CLG was playing, everybody was like, Cutler needs to be cut. They need to get rid of him. He's not performing. And he's stepping up to the plate tonight. That's for damn sure. Absolutely stepping up to the plate tonight. So Cutler, top fragging for his team at 18 kills and 8 deaths. The rest of them not too terribly far behind, with the exception of Finesse, who, again, hasn't really had to do a whole hell of a lot in this matchup. 12-4. This is where CLG would like to shut him down. Very slow play out of Renegades. Trying to take some long control ladder on the Deagle. See if he can manage to find anything. But they've got bathrooms control. They're pretty forward towards that A bomb site. But there are 3 CTs over there defending. Well, Ricky on a fast rotate. But there can be 3 CTs over there defending. Nobody's actually watching the run up. Kusta, he's just jump peeking for the time being. There he goes out. Finds a little damage there onto Azza. 11 chipped away. Nothing too massive, to say the least. Here comes the creep up long A. 1 dig. There's the reply from Cutler, but he's going to get swarmed upon. He will go down. The rotation a little lackadaisical. It is going to come in the form of Rick A and the rest of the squad. Deep nade. Going to find good damage onto Ethan. And the shoulder peek from Ustilo, and that's another kill on the board. Now the flank comes out. Another one for Ustilo. He's on 3 kills, but it is a 2 versus 1. That new M4 is fire. Daddy likes. Daddy likes a lot. They pick up the kit towards long A. Gonna tap the bomb. JKS pops his head out around the corner. Ethan gonna give chase. And now this round is pretty much done. The push comes to shove, and Renegades are gonna be able to steal it away. It's gonna go 12-5. So opportunity on the board for Renegades to get themselves back into this one. It will be the full save from CLG, possibly even a force buy with 1450 on Rick A and Ethan on 1700. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Double scout comes out, Kusta and Cutler. Double dig, CZ75 for Finesse. Scout tag, Ustilo's going to feel that one. 52 HP for him, and they've got tree control in the form of Rick A on the back of the Desert Eagle. Underpass control being exercised. I have exorcised the demons! Throwing out the holy water to try and flush Ethan's demonic presence out from the bottom side of the stairs, but he's just going to hunker down in the cubby. He actually makes it all the way back out to the top of the stairs for the time being. Until Yam decides that he wants to shoot back. Cutler, headshot with the scout, able to take down Ustilo. Rick A trying to make something happen from the tree, but can't do so, and we're going to go down to Cutler on long with the scout. Still can't manage to find it. Oh, you want me to shut up, you poor little baby? How about you take a time out, sit in a corner, and think about what you've done? Finesse close quarter CZ. 1. You're going to be looking for a little bit more. Goes for the reload. 6 bullets left, but he does have an opportunity to get the reload in. Goes for the peek around. He's just doing what he can to harangue these guys until the push comes in. Almost able to find another kill out of that as well, but unfortunately not able to capitalize. They do have double scouts to try and retake in a 3 versus 2. Unfortunately, not looking likely, especially with Cutler going down. It's Kusta on 21 and a scout. He's going to bow out for the round. He does have body armor, so he should be falling back and hanging on to the scout for the next round. But with that being said, No hunt to really give. Renegades don't want to get rid of any of these guns. They don't want to lose any of these guns. So we'll see. And Kusta looking for any dropped weaponry on the other side of the map, but he's not going to have too much luck, I don't think. I believe that Renegades probably threw away everything that they could at that point. So still double the rounds. CLG 12-6. And again, that round just Renegades whittling them down slowly. They do manage to do some decent damage to the Renegades' economy. Talking about CLG, but the rebuy, pardon me, comes in for Renegade's side. It's going to be 4 AKs and an M4. Fast push over towards the B-bomb site. They're going to slow down towards Monster. They know that they're not going up against too formidable of a buy. Potential double peek. Good flash comes out. One down. A 2 in reply. Cutler on the backside of the pole. He's going to try to do what he can. Trying to make his way around. He's got the CZ out, but he's now the last man standing. Trying to do the damage, but he's out of bullets. Has to go for the reload. The push comes in. JKS will clean that up. 12-7. And Renegades found themselves a little bit of breathing room. Just a brute force tactic in towards the B-bomb site last round. And again, CLG, these eco rounds, they continue to punish the economy time and time again. So Renegade's still not really able to get too far ahead as far as the money situation is concerned. 5 M4s all silenced for CLG. We'll see if they can answer the call, bring this one back, and close it out in a 2-0 fashion, or if we're going to go see map 3 on Mirage. Remember, that is going to be map number 3, if we get to that. As of right now, it does look like the CLG side want to shut this one down, but Renegades fighting tooth and claw to keep themselves alive in this. Again, slow play here from the Renegades side. Up on Yam, 4 AKs to try and support. Flashbang goes out towards B, but the bomb is working its way towards bathrooms. Hatter is down in Subway, just looking for any squeaky door presence to come out from the CT side. Not going to be the case, and now Yam's going to take a face in towards that A bomb site. Looking for the jump peak to come out, but it's Cutler to open up. Cutler to get traded, and Kusta not available for trade. He actually goes down to Yam's up. Now they accelerate behind this. They got the 2 picks that they were looking for over towards A. Incendiaries are going to go out towards the jump up side and also towards bathrooms. They're going to smoke an incendiary deeper now. And it looks like we're calling a save on the CT side. JKS lurk over towards B. Does net 1 more kill on Ethan, but the last 2 remaining CTs are going to try to hold on to their M4s for the next round, which I don't think is necessarily the worst call here. Yam's got to be careful not to lose his AWP in this situation. Finesse is down there in the water pit. Pete comes out from Azza. That might provoke a push from the terrorist side, but you can see they're so far spread out. This is really the only battle that's going on between Finesse and Yam, but they're not really even battling, so not much to be spoken about there. It will go 8 rounds to 12. CLG still with 4 rounds in the lead, but it is going to be tough. Pause comes out. CLG going to take a tactical pause to talk about it. I'm going to grab myself a drink real fast. I'll be back in just a moment while they contemplate what they want to do. back. Looks like we're still in a 5-on-5. No big deal. No big deal at all. It's going to get 12-8. Yeah, that's fine. Perfectly cool. Perfectly cool. I'm back. Don't worry. I had to go and get myself something to drink. Got myself a nice tall glass of pink lemonade. Yes, indeed. Love the pink. No man advantage just yet for either side, and well, we're going to have to see how things are ultimately going. But right now... Right now it is a 5-on-5 full strength. High gun barrel by Cutler. Not sure what the hell that position was. And now Kusta, he's going to peek out. Does good damage. Finesse is going to be there for the trade as well. So they're able to rectify it 1 versus 1. Or 1-to-1 trade, pardon me. But the push is going to be coming down towards that B bomb site. There's only 1 player, pardon me, 2 players. They've got a head stack going on in the back lines. Ricky boosted up. Are they going to expect this? Incendiary comes over. Is that going to flush them out? No, that actually lands a little bit short. So this position up top, going to find 2. Now they can fall from the stack. That Molotov, if it would have gone a little bit further, would have been able to flush him out. Now they reboost Ethan up top. He's going to get decked, though, by JKS. A little bit risky on that reboost, but 4 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, bomb planted. And now the retake is on. This position from JKS, they don't have awareness that there's a player this close in the pit. And Ricky surely should go down. Kusta might have spotted him. No, sure didn't. JKS and Yam, pardon me, it was Yam that actually got that shot. I thought it was JKS that found it from the pit there, but we're going to go 1 round closer. 12-9, and Renegades continue to keep themselves alive in this. So the back and forth has ceased. It's been 5 rounds in a row for Renegades. Ever since they force bought and won that second round after the pistol loss, they have been on a tear. Incendiary fizzles on Catwalk. Little spam to back that, but not going to be able to connect too much. 75 for Ethan as they push aggressively towards that water pipe. 3 players down in underpass as well. So brazen stack here from the CLG side. Good positioning for JKS. If they do try to go for any kind of aggression over towards that area, he's going to be in a prime position to be able to shut that down, no problem. Bye, you Steelo. I'll see you later. That's going to be 1 right into his eye socket. No big deal. That incendiary actually flushes him down in towards the subway area. They get the damage out, and Ricky is going to double up. They find 2. Now they're going to start pushing behind this. This is the wrong move from the terrorist side of Renegades. They're chasing after kills in subway. They're going to go down. That's 4 for Ricky. He's looking for an ace here. Azza stuck by his lonesome. He's going to get tagged down to 52. That incendiary is not deep enough to stop him. They're going to win this round, CLG. Azza goes down. It's an ace for Ricky. 4 with the Deagle and 1 with the AK. So CLG, a disastrous round from Renegades. Nothing feels better than acing your old squad, huh, Ricky? Feels good. Feels good. Can I get some feels good man in the chat? I feel like we can get some feels good man in the chat. Or if you're a Renegades fan, feels bad, man. That's for damn sure. Feels bad. So pick your sides now. Feels good if you like CLG. Feels bad, man, if you don't. If you like Renegades. Let's see. There's a feels good, man. I see it. I see 1. Only 1? Only 1? That's fine. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, I've seen you talk smack for the last time in this channel there, Chief. Adios, amigo. Some damage going out onto JKS. Again, probing for intel over towards the bathroom side. Yam. Looking for anything that he can find, but at the current moment, that's not going to be the case. Cutler playing close quarters. Going to spot the shadow, but he can't capitalize on the kill. Yam's going to find the headshot anyway. So the opening pick going the way of Renegades, and a reset here. Well, it wouldn't necessarily be disastrous for CLG. Because they were on a save and going for the buy into this round, and they win the last round, it's not that big of a deal. Good shot from Ricky. He continues his tear from the round before. That's 6 kills in 2 rounds for him thus far. Opportunity for Another ace here. Oh, but finesse, lining him up, knocking him down. It's all down to Ustilo, 1 versus 4. He's over here on short, 10 seconds left, and Kusta's going to take him down. Another round on the board for CLG. They are 2 rounds away from closing out this series with Renegades 2-0. And that's